Hello everyone, I am C. Stella Rajakumari, Assistant Professor of Mathematics of St. Ignatius College of Education, Palayam Kottai, Tirunelveli. We are going to see an interesting topic, Mathematics Laboratory. Introduction. Mathematics teaching in today is textbook dominated, concerned primarily with the manipulation of symbols and all too often largely remote from the real world of the child. Endless repetition, meaningless memorization, and general lack of interest are other few reasons that attribute negative attitude towards mathematics. Hence, Max Lab provides an opportunity for the students to discover mathematics through doing. Next, let me see about the mathematics laboratory. Here, we could see the two pictures of mathematics laboratory. Now, what do you mean by mathematics laboratory? The mathematics laboratory is a place where anybody can experiment and explore patterns and ideas. It is a place where one can find a collection of games, puzzles, and other teaching and learning material. Mathematics laboratory is a place rich in manipulation materials to which children have ready access to handle them, perform mathematical experiments, play mathematical games, solve mathematical puzzles, and become involved in other activities. Now, let me see the need and importance of mathematics laboratory. It provides an opportunity to understand and internalize the basic mathematical concepts through concrete objects and situations. It enables the students to verify or discover several geometrical properties and facts using models or by paper cutting and folding technique. It helps the students to build interest and confidence in learning the subject. The laboratory provides opportunity to exhibit the relatedness of mathematical concepts with everyday life. It provides a greater scope for individual participation in the process of learning and becoming autonomous learners. It provides scope for greater involvement of both the mind and the hand, which facilitate cognition. Now, let me see the important objectives of mathematics laboratory. The main objective of mathematics laboratory is to provide readily accessible, rich manipulative materials to emphasis on learning by doing. Next, to develop an attitude of inquiry among the students. Next, to develop much needed confidence in students. To generate interest in the subject. To make the students the divergent thinkers. Next, let me see the materials and equipment for a mathematics laboratory. First, let me see about the concrete materials. Here, some examples of concrete materials. Concrete materials allow students to visualize and understand the maths. It also helps students to learn new concepts and relate them to what they have already learned. Next, an important material in the maths laboratory should be pictures. Pictures of mathematicians and the pictures depicting different mathematical concepts should find a place in the mathematics laboratory. Next, charts. Various types of charts and pictures of various topics of mathematics may be hung on the walls of mathematics laboratory. Some important formula may also written on the charts. Next, models. Mathematical models built by wood, metal, etc. to show mathematical properties should be available in the laboratory. These are some examples of mathematical models. Now, bulletin board. There should be at least one bulletin board should be in the mathematics laboratory. It contains the information related to mathematics and its application collected from different sources like magazines, journals, and newspapers can be displayed for the benefit of all the students. Next, blackboard. It helps in writing instructions, drawing geometrical figures, and illustrations necessary for performing the laboratory work. Now, let me see the instruments and equipment needed for a mathematical laboratory. The first one is weighing and measuring instruments, tapes, balances, and measuring jar. Instruments used for measuring and weighing, such as measuring tapes, balances of different types, measuring jar, and graduated cylinder, should be there in a mathematical laboratory. Next, drawing instruments. Here we could see a picture of drawing instruments. Geometry box for geometry and mensuration should be available in the laboratory. In every mathematics laboratory, there should be a set of drawing instruments like compass, rulers, protractor, etc. for the teachers to demonstrate the drawing on the blackboard, and instrument boxes for the students' use. Surveying instruments. Angle mirror for laying out right angles in the field, clinometer for estimating the height of an object, sextant for measuring the width of a river and the angles of elevation and depression, etc., should have a place in the mathematics laboratory. Next, proportional instruments. The instrument works on the principle of proportionality of similar triangles. It can be used for enlarging or reducing figures, pictures, maps, graphs, etc. Next, computing devices. A mathematical laboratory should have the following computing devices. Various computing devices such as calculators to do the mathematical operations and functions, and computers which facilitate the easy functioning of the mathematical laboratory should be desirable in the mathematical laboratory. Next, let me see the functions of mathematics laboratory. The main function of mathematical laboratory is concretize the abstract mathematical concepts. Next, it should make students to appreciate the practical applicability of mathematical principle and laws. At last, it should enable the students to develop proper skills in handling equipment and gadgets. Next, let me come to the conclusion. Nowadays, the role of the teacher is reduced to a facilitator, a strategy for teaching mathematics in a mathematics laboratory atmosphere that would transform the position of the teacher from being active speaker to the facilitator. Thank you.